Hey, what's up guys, Coded here, and today we got a gameplay on recovery. We haven't got a recovery gameplay in quite some time, but what we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing Uplink, of course, because this is going to be Road to Uplink Episode 2. I'm not quite too sure what part this video is starting off at. I know the video is going to start with a screenshot of the guys playing against. What ended up happening was I joined into this lobby late the first game. The first game was on Defender, and they were already winning like they were already winning 0-10. It was in the end of the first round. And they were trying to spawn trap, and I'm breaking the spawn trap. I dropped my my warbird on them, and then they realized, oh, we can't spawn trap anymore, so they just capped out against me. And then eventually what ended up happening was they ended up staying for second map. I went positive by like 10. I didn't really do too well because I was getting spawn trapped. So I stayed on Defender. This is the match. I stayed on Recovery, excuse me. This is the match you're seeing right now. I don't know if you guys are going to see me starting out with the ASM1, or you guys are going to see me using the BAL to start off, but it should be a screenshot at the beginning to show who I was playing against. In this lobby, there was the guy who was number 3, the guy who was 88, and then the guy who was 50. The only guy I'm going to show who was ranked was the guy who is number 50, I do believe. Or, no, the guy who's number 3, I do believe. Anyway, they were talking mad shit in between rounds because I ended up breaking the spawn trap. They're saying how I sucked, how I'm this, I'm that, I'm a cheater, I'm a hacker. So anyway, I pulled out the BAL. You guys do know that the BAL is one of my strongest weapons. If you put foregrip on it, you know it's really easy to use. So I was just melting kids, cross-mapping kids. My aim was really on point today. I was wide awake, ready to play. So I just went all around and streaked. To be honest, I didn't think I was going to win. My teammates were surprisingly good. These guys were, no surprise, bad at the game. I'm noticing all these guys that are in the higher ranks of Uplink, they're really bad. All they do is spawn trap noobs. So anyway, I really smacked these kids up. And that's the point of this video, is taking down guys that are on the upper level of things. And this is going to be the official launch of the series. I know yesterday was the real episode 1 of the series, but I figured that I didn't really have the screenshots or anything to go with what I really wanted to do. So this will be the one that really kicks it off. This will be episode 2, but the real start of it. In case you're wondering what the kill streaks I'm using, because I'm not using Warbird in this video, I am using a system hack, a bombing run, and a UAV. I try to keep the system hack up because I noticed these guys, they were calling out a lot. Like, they were calling out on their headsets a lot, and they were talking a lot of shit between rounds. So my main concern on this map was, you guys do know, if you guys play Uplink, when this spawn flips up, and you guys seen from my videos, that spawn trap on the helipad, I was really worried about. That's pretty much what I was trying to do this entire match, was to stop them from getting kills on the randoms by stopping the spawn trap. You saw that, you could see the video, if that's all that they were trying to do, was trying to get that spawn trap going so that one guy could score. But I was disrupting that trap solo. I was doing my thing as usual. And my teammates, they capped out. One thing I can give you guys a tips, if you have a really bad teammates, just slay in this game mode, and your teammates will actually cap out, surprisingly. It's not like domination where they'll just stand there or anything. So that's my tips to you guys. If you want to improve, if you want tips on this map, use an AR in this map. This map's not too good for the ASM1. If you're going to be using an ASM1 on this map, you want to use it on the part before the doors come up. That's the best for the sub. For AR, this is the best side because you have all these sight lines you can really, really look through. You want to defend the spawn trap. As you see where I'm standing, this is where the main spawn is, and guys stand over there to do that spawn trap. I do believe I was one of the first people that figured out that trap, and people picked up from it. So if you're playing solo, you want to defend that. You don't want anyone to get in there. One guy can really clean up the entire team with little to no problem, especially if he has a BAL Obsidian Steed. The BAL class I am using in this video, I am using stock, foregrip, quick draw, flak jacket, toughness, scavenger, a stun grenade, UAV, bombing run, and system hack. The reason why we have the stun grenade is to stop the spawn trappers. It really disrupts them. I know when I'm spawn trapping in this and I'm trying to put in some work, the biggest fear for me is to get stunned, because that's where the issue comes in with winning those gunfights or not. And in case you're wondering what the BAL variant I am using, this is the professional BAL .308. What it does is it puts out my accuracy by 1. It puts out my handling by 1. Accuracy is obviously your aim down sight, how that works, adds a little bit of recoil. And then handling's the hip fire, but I do get my range up by 2. So this kind of puts it to where the original BAL was with range. Not quite, still not what it should be because of the damage, but still a really powerful overall weapon. If you have the 308, it's better than just using the default. I'll tell you that for that. That's a fact about that. And 308's a really good gun. If you guys have it, I suggest you use it. It's a fun weapon to use, really, really strong. And I didn't have any camo on it. It might be gold camo. I can't quite tell because of my render right now. Because when I rewatch these, I watch them before it's even rendered. So it's in the lowest possible quality when I do these commentaries. Now, the next thing I want to get into is how to approach tryhards in Uplink. Like I said, you want to defend the spawn trap. You want to be able to stay on sight lines because a lot of teams are going to try to be very aggressive. You want to use the call-outs against them. I knew when I killed a guy, these guys were calling out, so I would look back to where I think they would spawn, and I would look back to where I think they would flank me from. So I was always ready to get into a gunfight. You always want to keep your gun up ready because, remember, everyone's running around just as much as you are, and especially me. I'm trying to grind these ranks, so I was really trying to disrupt these guys as much as possible. The system hack is very annoying to get hit by. Having constant UAVs up is very annoying, and I'll know where they are before they knew where I was, and I didn't really care if they knew where I was because they couldn't even win any gunfights to begin with. So they were talking all this shit, saying they were going to upload the gameplay of me on Defender because I joined in late. Well, whatever. Upload that. I got a screenshot of you leaving a game in your number 3 rank. Not talking shit. I'm just pointing out the facts that don't be alarmed if you play against guys that are really high up on these leaderboards. They're nothing to be afraid of. They're just your average player. The one thing I like about Advanced Warfare for sure, even though it has some connection problems, it does have a lot of problems with it, but when the connection's okay and you know how to play your game, like you just do your job. Like my job was slaying this gameplay here, and it worked. And once you do your job and connection's good, everything's good, your teammates are okay, you can really put some work. You put the work on anybody. And my teammates are bad. I still would have gave these kids the work with 60 plus if they didn't quit. So I hope you guys enjoyed. This is smacking guys that were in the top 100, 2 guys that were in top 50, and 1 guy that was top 10. So hope you guys enjoyed this. There'll be definitely more of these. The screenshot of his rank will be at the beginning and at the end. And I think you guys should see him leaving at the bottom left around now at the 6:35, 6:40 mark. That's why I could too sure when he left. I haven't really watched through this a whole lot just to know. But like I said, you see where I'm standing. These are the ways to defend the spawn trap, and these are the ways to help your team win games.